I know where he hangs around.
Hi, welcome to the video. This is Mike, Falco's Flips. I'm a part-time reseller based in Northwest England. I'm here today to pick up some stuff from Dunelm Mill. Some of the stuff I resell originally comes from here, so I might have a quick look at some of the ceramics, see how much they kind of go for originally, see if there's anything that I've already got at the moment that's like currently on sale. I don't think it is. Generally speaking, the stuff that I buy that is like Dunelm branded is older stuff, and that's why there's a bit of money in it, because it's like discontinued and people might break, you know, one part of a set and they want the replacement rather than having to buy the whole new set. But the reason I'm actually here is to pick up some stuff from my dad's bedroom. We have repainted his room, carpet went in yesterday, and the bed's coming tomorrow, so I've got a load of stuff to pick up from here. So while I'm here, I'm gonna have a quick look. And then just a little bit further down here is a TK Maxx, and I know a lot of people do quite well buying from there to resell. I've never been to a TK Maxx for reselling purposes. I've very rarely ever been to one at all. So I thought I'd quickly nip in there as well, and I'll bring you along with me. If there's anything half decent worth showing you, I will show you. So let's go and have a look, see what we can find in here, see if there's any opportunities to buy and resell for profit. Let's go. So we've got some stuff here for 50% off, or up to.
Like duck bacon down 10.5, yeah.
But nothing really that interests me. There's a few things here that might be of interest. A few throws, half price. I'm going to quickly look them up. I'm in heaven, ceramics heaven. They're quite nice. £8 each though. This is that poppy design that I always mention. We still do it. I don't think they do the jars though. I like these. Little clearance section. It's not much of a reduction, is it? This used to be a stacking set. They can do well, but there's no lids. Half price. See, something like this would be okay, but you know, if it was like £2 a piece, I'd probably buy them all. Quite a few of them there. No, it's just all the random bits really. I will scan these in because I think this brand is quite good. I've seen this brand around before, half a price. Let's scan it in and see. Was 40 reduced to 20. There's a few of them. No. We're only up at 24 free posts, so no good. This is my aisle. Ceramics everywhere. I think that's metal. Bread bin, but no lid. Quite nice though. Nice ceramic bread bin there. 30 quid. You've got like biscuit jars. Bread bins. So a lot of these don't have any lids. What's that all about? Yes, this is like 25 quid. There's nothing really special about it either. That's quite a nice one. But yeah, none of the stuff that I currently sell is in here. Another reduced section here, but again, there's really not much off any of this stuff. You know, it was £9, now £7.20. It's not a lot. So that's everything from in there. Let's go to TK Maxx now, see what we can find in there. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone in here. I really don't know what to look for. There's stuff everywhere. So yeah, slightly disappointed. Now, if you're just buying for yourself, there's no doubt that there's some good deals to be had in there, but for reselling, I don't know how people do it, because I suppose if you were able to secure like a large bulk lot of something, and if you're happy to just make 5 or 6 quid each, then you know, maybe that's all right. But also, I think most of the people who have actually made money from what I've seen are people who have been selling clothing. I've not really heard many people selling anything else and doing well there. So maybe that's what it is. I don't really do clothing, don't really know what to look for. I have some idea, you know, I have picked up clothing. I do sell a bit, but I don't know enough. So there you go. So anyway, it's worth a look while I was here anyway. I thought that Call of Duty thing might have been good, but nope. You know, people selling them for like 5 or 6 quid. They wanted $6.99. So you know, maybe it'd go a little bit more at Christmas, but not worth it. yeah, I'm going to head back to work, but I just thought I would share that with you because, you know, it's something a bit different. Maybe, you know, there's other places like this, clearance kind of shops and stuff that you could potentially do better at. You just got to kind of like work with what you've got, don't you? And I wouldn't usually come out my way to come here, but I was here anyway, so I thought I might as well have a go. And Dunelm as well is worth a look for reselling. You know, not necessarily clearance stuff, but maybe the stuff that's about to be discontinued. That is it for now. I need to head back to work. This one is going to be some charity shops and maybe the tip shop as well. We're going to go around, see what we can find. I'm just going to stick to the ones that are local to me. This is literally like within, what, 2 miles of where I live. All the ones we're going to go to now. So let's go see what we can find, and I'm going to show you some of the things that I picked up in the week, some fairly decent things that I picked up in the last 2 or 3 days as well. So stick with me and we'll have a look at that a bit later on. Let's go. Okay, so the first shop, let's have a look. Morning.
Okay. Tunes for your Saturday morning, and that's an order, because I'm your baby tonight.
So yeah, nothing in the tip shop today. Just wanted to mention that, you know, you don't always find great stuff every time you go, and especially here. I don't go too often here, every few weeks, and when I do go, sometimes I get lucky, sometimes I don't, and that's just how it is. Like, and it's the same with anywhere you go in. You can't just, you know, roll up and expect to find something every time you go. I obviously don't show you all the times I go and don't find anything, because it wouldn't make a very interesting video. But I just wanted to mention that nothing at all in here. Although if you were buying for yourself, there was some cool looking vintage board games in here, but they had a high value on them and the condition was really poor. I did ask him to open a couple and he did, and if they were fairly decent condition inside, like if there was anything sealed or anything, or if it looked like it had been well looked after, I probably would have bought them. But no, I'm trying to think what the names of the games were now. There's quite a few. I did look a few of them up. I think the most expensive one was about £50, but they were after 20 quid for it. There was another one that was about 40, they were after 10 quid for it, but it needs to be complete to get that kind of money, and the condition wasn't there. So not worth it. And they had loads, the two that I was interested in have loads of different bits. I, do not have time to be going through all these bits, not for, a 10 or 20 pound profit, not worth it. So, but if you wanted to buy it for yourself, or to buy it for a Christmas present or something, good place to come to find stuff. Yes, you can't always find fantastic stuff every place you go all the time. You got to just keep going, keep going, keep going. All I've got so far today is this 50p Jellycat. It's not going to be worth that much. There's nothing too special about this one, but maybe a tenner, maybe. Still got its tag. So anyway, I've got a few more to hit. Let's go, let's see what we can find. So there's two charity shops just down here. I'm gonna go and look what they've got. Recently, these two not had too much for me. One of them used to be really good, used to find lots and lots of stuff. Not finding much, and they put the prices up a little bit. And just to quickly mention, anybody else out there struggling to get fuel, I feel your pain. I was literally, I went several times yesterday to try and get fuel, and everywhere the queues were just crazy. Went late last night, about 11:45, still really busy. So I thought I'd get up early this morning, 5 o'clock, and I went then. Still queues, small queues though, and I got some, but there was like barely anything left. So just saying, like, it's just madness, isn't it? Absolute craziness. If everybody just bought what they needed, there wouldn't be any issues. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah.
Hello.
I agree.
Leanne was walking past with the dog.
Oh right, you said she would.
Oh. Two to 50p. Well, I haven't backed any fighters.
Yeah.
I haven't backed any.
Hi. Oh, you okay? How you doing? You right? How's things? No. I've got so much stuff. I shouldn't even be here now, really, to be honest.
No, we haven't really been for a couple of weeks.
No.
Down there this morning.
Yeah.
It was busy that one you went to, only had the 2 roads. That's very rare.
I know. It's weird, isn't it?
Was that Saturday?
Saturday, yeah. It was probably the quietest I've known it maybe ever. So not finding much today. I've got this. This was only £1. Had this one before. It's not worth a crazy amount of money, but we're coming up to Christmas. Maybe 12 to 15, maybe a little bit more if it's still got its free poster. Right, got a couple more to hit. Let's go.
never was the one to go flicker. No face, no case, no picture. Full place, big stakes, my dinner. Give it up. Flip that. Canal Street. Flip back. Last week. Old money. This week. New racks. Never buy 9 more. If I can't afford to gift wrap. Stunning in your foreign car. You keep buying rental tags. Heard you rolling as a lean, we are not the same. Couple thousand in my pocket, this pocket chip. Rubber bands on my arm, this is not for play. I put 20 on the crib while you cop a chain. I know they hate it or love it. You know I love when they hate it. Last year was living basic. Haters on the other side. 3 up, read between the lines. Know I got some angels with me. Made it through some evil time. Late night on some demon time. Pour the Sprite, I need a line. I can't lock it, see the line. Freeze time. Brainstorm, you can assume with your chains on. I can see none with the lights off. Cap, you been the main one. Coolin' when I got my mains on. Show money, but those aren't the same ones. I been told you that it was game on. Been winning since I was on game 1. Go. Telling me how to live like you made me. Going dumb and I blame you made me. Money longer than a grown-up baby. Step crazy in a new Mercedes. Thinking that's 550. 5 seats, fit the kids in there. Prime steak on my dinner plate. Nike tech for the dinner wear. Flex up, never play it, dress up. Never gonna let up. Never, ever set up. Play on my fam, get wet up. Go, won't let up. Never, ever. Haters on the other side. 3 up, read between the lines. Know I got some angels with me. Made it through some evil time. Late night on some demon time. Pour the Sprite, I need a line. I can't lock it, see the line. Freeze time.
I've just been to another couple here and I've not found anything, so yeah, I mean, there was a couple of decent bits, but too much. I went into that shop, the last shop, and there was that like hand thrown pottery that looked really good. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this, until I looked at the price and everything was, I think the bigger jar was about 15 quid, was it, something like that, and or was that the smaller jar? I don't know. It was crazy prices anyway, way too much. Yeah, nothing that interesting, but that is exactly how it goes. And I'm going to show you this video. I'm going to put this one out because you know, I've spent what, a couple of hours ish, just under a couple of hours, and come away with very little. And that is just how it is. You don't always win, you don't always find stuff, and that's just the way it is with reselling, as anyone who's a reseller knows. But anyone who's like new or doesn't resell, you don't go and find this stuff every single time. You just don't. Some places are better than others, and everything changes. So you know, 1 week or maybe for a couple of months or so, you'll find one charity shop is really good. You're finding lots of good stuff there. You keep going, and then it tends to almost like dry up. And you try other places, and then you might find somewhere new that is better or just as good, and that's how it goes. And then you find that, you know, the place that used to be good, that wasn't any good, is good again now, and you go back again. And I don't, you know, there's no formula for it. You just got to kind of go out and keep going, keep trying new places. You never know where you're going to find. Yeah, so it's important that I put this out and, you know, let you guys know that you know, you don't always find fantastic stuff, but I did find some really good stuff in the week, which I'm going to show you. Not a huge quantity, but the stuff that I did find was pretty good. So I will show you that in just a second. Sales recently have been pretty good. I have had some decent sales. I'm going to do a what sold video quite soon and show you some of the things that I've been selling recently. It's been a long time since I've done one of them. And although they're never very popular with people, I like watching them. I like watching other people's what sold videos. I think they're very handy and useful, and they're usually a bit shorter. So you're finding, you know, you're seeing the stuff that's actually selling, the stuff you can actually make money on, rather than just the, you know, the videos of people picking stuff up. You know, just because they find the stuff and pick it up doesn't necessarily mean that they end up selling it. Well, you know, I definitely need to do a what sold video, show you guys a few of the things that I've sold recently. We've done well with a few things. I try and just get the stuff that, you know, I know is going to sell high end, even if it takes like a while for it to sell. I know that's not everybody's business model. A lot of people want to get the stuff, they want to have it sold within like 3 or 4 months. I see people on YouTube and they're like, you know, I've had this, oh, I've had it for 3 months, so it's taken a while to sell. 3 months, like 3 months to me is nothing. Like, And some people say, oh, no, it shouldn't take that long. Well, it does take that long. It takes a lot longer than that with some stuff. It doesn't mean there's no money in it. That's just how it is with the kind of stuff that I sell, a lot of it. And this is more like the homeware side of things, because like the homewares, like, you know, the ceramic jars and all that kind of thing, they tend to do better coming into the winter. In the summer and that, I guess not as many people are doing up their houses and stuff, or, you know, have a new kitchen, or want, you know, invest too much into their like houses and that. But coming into the winter, that's when this stuff starts selling. So it's quite often, you know, I buy this stuff as soon as the car boot sales reopen, like February time, whenever it is, February, March, and then I'll sit on it until the later months of the year. Now that, you know, that's quite normal, and that's what I'm seeing with a lot of the stuff that I purchased recently or this year. It's now starting to sell. It's now starting to, you know, tick over. I remember last year I had completely sold out of bread bins, ceramic bread bins, and I had loads. I'd completely sold all them, and I'd sold almost all of my tea, coffee, sugars, biscuit barrels, ceramic jars in general. Most of them come Christmas completely gone. So I had like empty shelves everywhere, and I was like, what's going on? Like, so that's why, you know, I'm buying this stuff, and I'm sitting on it, and this is why I've got no room to store anything, because I've just got jars, and I've got, you know, it's good stuff though. It is good stuff that will sell, and if I drop the price a bit, it will sell almost immediately. But I try and hold out. If it's, you know, if it's a rare kind of vintage West German item and it's in really good condition, I'm gonna ask top dollar for it. Why would I not? Yes, I might have only paid £4 for it. Yes, I could probably sell it immediately for 30 quid. But if I can get 80 quid to 100 quid for it, you know, that's kind of pushing it very, very high end there. But if I can get that kind of money, then I'm more than happy to sit on it for a year if it means 100 quid rather than 30 quid. I think that makes sense. So I know a lot of people out there, but everyone has like different business models, so I get it. Some people want the stuff in, sold, out, get something new, fine, you know, I get it. And I have stuff like that as well, I do. But I think, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, like, don't be afraid to kind of buy the stuff and just hold out on your price a bit. It's got to be, you know, good stuff. If you're seeing the stuff sell, if you go onto like Terapeak and you can see that, like, you know, coming into the winter last year, it was, you know, selling really well, and hold out on your price. That would be my advice for people. Anyway, that is it. Let's head home. Let's go and have a look at the stuff that we got and the stuff I got in the week. Let's go. So here are the things that I picked up today and a few things that I picked up in the last few days. So let's take a quick look. So we've got this. This is a Home Pride jug. And I couldn't actually find this particular one out there. Similar ones, prices all over the place, £3. I'll probably aim for about 20 on that plus postage. I've got this really nice Disney mug. I really like this one. It was £4, so that's definitely paying up. But really good condition, rare, and it's like a yellow pastel-y colour. And I think this will go for, I'm going to aim for like 30 on this one. This is a really nice one, I think. Then some Tupperware, like steamer, for £1. Some tea, coffee, sugar, Hornsey, Regency, I think the model is. Yeah, Regency. The other two are down there. But £1 each. They should go for about 25 quid, maybe 30 top end. And then we've got this cookie jar here. This was, I think, £3. It's a Sainsbury's one. Nothing too special here. It's a nice little house though. Should go for maybe 20 plus postage. And here we have a Hornsey Bronte. This was only £3 because I'm guessing the lid was missing. But I have some spare lids, so I will stick them with this. But if you found this out there for £3, I would still pick it up and just sell it without the lid. People will still buy it without the lid, definitely, on that one. The more popular Hornsey like that, yeah, people will still buy it. As long as the ceramic is in really good condition, which it is, that should go for about 20-25 quid. Around the World in 80 Days, that's a pretty good game. I've had it before, I've sold it before. It doesn't go for a lot. I'm going to put on screen any sales comps that I can find, or if I've listed them and sold them by the time I put the video out, I will mention that now as well. Here we have a West German plant pot. That was £5, which is just about as much as I would pay for this style. Wouldn't have paid any more than that on this one. But it should still go for at least like 25. It's a bit of a larger one than the ones I usually pick up. Should go okay. I've got a Coca-Cola Glass. I tend to pick these up when I see them, make little sets. When I get about 6, I will list them. Depends on what I've got. At the moment, I think I've got 2 like blue ones and 1 green. So I'll keep going until I get a few more. These tea coffee sugars were £3.50. Price in Kensington, that was the brand on them. Nothing too kind of special, but that brand does usually do quite well as long as it's a fairly nice design, which that is, and the price is right, £3.50. I will be aiming for about £10 a piece on them, so 30 quid for the set. Here we have some toy planes, brand new sealed, £2 each, which for these, because they're only a Sainsbury's thing, it's a little bit high, but I couldn't find these out there. I tried looking them up on eBay. I found a couple of like pre-owned ones, couldn't find any new ones. I'll bundle them all together and see how much I can get for them. I'm not going to lose any money at £2 a piece. See what we can do on them. This is a Jellycat. This was only 50p. This one, I don't know. You never know with Jellycats. Sometimes the rarer ones, the ones that have been discontinued, some of them can be worth good money. Some of them, not too much. But they never stick around for too long. They always sell. And new with tags. Yeah, that's the logo there you want to look out for. It's always on there as well. Jellycat London. Here we have a load of Skylanders. These are Skylanders Superchargers, which I've never picked up before. It was only £10 for the whole box, and I figured that the game and the portal will go for more than that. And then hopefully, you know, I've got a figure in here that might be worth a little bit. Maybe, maybe not. I think these are really cool, like compared to like the usual kind of Skylanders. These are a bit more interesting to me, you know. I've got lots of different ones. There's one that's shaped like this one, like a coffin. Check that out. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know on these. I had a quick look, not a deep look into them. I saw a couple of the cars that were going for like 10-15 quid new, so I don't know, but we're definitely going to make a decent amount. Maybe we'll make a lot, maybe we'll just make 10 or 20 quid on them. Either way, that's fine with me. I've got this car here, which I really didn't think much of. It was £1. It's in not the best condition ever, but I looked this up, and some people out there who have this new in the box, and obviously with vintage cars like this, the box is everything, right? But new in the box, over £100 on this. This has a little crack. The pullback mechanism doesn't work anymore, and it's a bit rough around the edges. But it's still the same car that people are asking over £100 for, so I don't know. I'll aim high, but I'm not going to kid myself. It's not going to go for a crazy amount, but, you know, for £1, 20-30 quid maybe, something like that. Try it at that and see what happens. And the last thing here is this. I don't tend to pick up teapots or coffee pots if they're just by themselves, unless there's something particularly special about them. And this one, something about it that I really like. The design is really nice on the front. It has a nice kind of colourway, those, you know, two-tone browns, bit of red in there as well. It's this brand, which I have seen before, but I've not had much of it before. Quick look up of this brand, similar kind of style teapots or coffee pot, I guess this is. They don't go for a crazy amount. I could not find this particular design out there, and it's all about this design on this one. I wouldn't have bought it otherwise, just being by itself. I would only have bought it if it was like a part of a set. But when it's this by itself, somebody's definitely going to buy this and display it, and it would look really, really cool in the right place. £2.50 is what it was, and I really don't know. I'm going to aim high again on that. I really like it. It's got to be worth 30 quid at least. I would probably go higher, but just really nice. Really like it. Things like this, like sometimes it pains me to sell this stuff. I kind of want to keep it, but I'm like, where will I put this? Where will I put that? And you know, there's nowhere for it to go. Somebody will make a good home for it, and in the right place, this will look awesome. So that's everything but one more item, which I'm going to struggle to hold here, but here we go. Ready for it? Bolo alert. Yes. So if you've not heard of this before, it's called Dream Phone, and it's very like, what, early 90s, I think, maybe late 80s. See if I can find a date on it. Yeah, 1992, says it just there, 92. Now I think this is the original one, pretty sure it is. I've picked it up before, and the prices on these were really good last time I picked them up, which was about a year ago, I think. Unfortunately on this, the phone, the batteries have been left in it and they have corroded. Now I don't know to what extent it is, you know, damaged. Is it going to work at all? I don't really know. In fact, what I might do now is quickly have a quick go, just see if I can get it up and running. 1 second. So here it is, check it out. I mean, I've not even looked inside, but look, you can just kind of see that there is definite battery corrosion. They hadn't put a price on it yet. Apparently it'd just come into the charity shop, so she saw that and she said, I'll do it for 2 quid for you. So I thought that was pretty good. You know, if it's not working, I can sell it for parts. Right, the moment of truth. I mean, even the end of the screw is absolutely covered in dry battery acid. Right, how bad is it going to be? Pretty bad. Very bad. This is maybe the worst I have ever seen. Pity, definitely a shame. This is not going to work, almost certainly. I'm going to try though. I'm still going to try, but I cannot see this working again. I mean, this battery here has completely exploded. Look at it. Look, just these batteries, these have been in here since the 90s. Look at them. Well, they go March 2000. I don't know if that's the expiry date or the, you know, the make date. But 21-year-old batteries, thereabouts. Oh, see, this spring here is going to be absolutely gone. Oh, it's like stuck to it. It's still there. It's still there, the spring. Look at it. This is the, yeah, this is definitely the worst. I've had some bad battery compartments before. This is by far the worst I've come across. Although I've had them before. You open them up and these springs are all just broken, literally rusted to nothing. So from that point of view, you know, it's all still there, still intact. So we have a chance. We have a chance. Give me a second. I'm going to give it a clean up. I'll be back in a second to try it with you guys. Let's see. What do you reckon? Put your predictions in now. Is it going to work? Is it not? So I thought I'd quickly take this opportunity to show you how I clean things like this. So I use a bit of white vinegar spray into like a cup, cotton buds or Q-tips if you're American, and then I just use a little bit, just a little bit everywhere. I'm not going to make you watch all of this. I'll cut to it looking a little bit better just in a second. Okay, so a little tip is, what I tend to do is you really need to get like in, down through this spring. It's difficult to get in there to clean it. So what I tend to do, I'll get a cotton bud, I'll kind of remove half of it, just pull it like this. Oh, like this. So there's still a bit there, a little tiny bit of that, and then now it will fit. A little bit more off. Now it'll fit all the way down the middle, and then just give it a really good twist, because you're not going to get to this area otherwise unless you do something like this. Okay, so this is about as good as we're going to get, I think. I've given it a really good do, really good clean. There's a little bit more I could do to this if it's still not working, but this is all I'm going to do right now. I can go in with a screwdriver, like a small flathead screwdriver, like a really small one, the kind of one that you get in Christmas crackers, and just kind of scrape every last bit away. I've had to do that before, and if it's not working now, then that's what I will do. But I've cleaned all like the kind of touch points, all the points where the batteries are actually touching, I've cleaned. So I think if it's not working at this stage, it's probably not going to work. Right, I've got some brand new batteries here, so don't know about you. As a reseller, I have 1001 batteries that are half dead, knocking around. But when it comes to testing stuff, you really need to use brand new batteries, or you're not going to really know for sure if it's working or not. Obviously make sure everything is dry before you start doing this. Everything needs to be completely dry. Leave it for an hour or something if you need to. But, I mean, really you don't want to be getting it too wet in the first place. Right, here we go. 3 in, 1 more. Is it going to work? Place your bets now. Place your bets now. I'm guessing we have to press this. No. No. Oh. Oh. I don't think that's the correct noise. At least there's something, right? At least there's something. Oh. But, oh, hang on. Hang on. No.
Sorry, wrong number. Dial again.
It works. I cannot believe it.
Sorry, wrong number. Dial again.
Madness. So there you go. You saw how bad that was. 5 minutes, that's all it took to get it right again. Now I am going to give this a further clean inside. Now I will obviously declare that there's been a leaky battery or some leaky batteries in here. I will need to do that. I'm never going to get this looking pristine, and you know, I'm going to be upfront with that. But regardless, as long as the rest of the game is all there and in good condition, we should do well with this. We should get some decent money. I will put on the screen how much we should get. Now, should we call Dave? Let's give Dave a call.
Hi. I know where he hangs around.
So that's it. I didn't do too well with the sourcing today, but I did do okay over the last few days. You know, the days where it's like this, you don't find much. You just, you know, don't worry about it is the best way to kind of think about it. Just keep going. Don't be disheartened. Keep going. You will find this stuff. Keep, you know, educating yourself as to what sells. and you will start seeing this stuff everywhere. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and I will see you in the next one.